Welcome to CC Rock. I'm Metal Matt, and I'm out here at Konocti Harbor Inn for a great show with, yes, that's right, we're out here. And you know what's really cool about the Konocti Harbor Inn? You know, it says right here, Konocti Harbor Inn. It's not just for losers anymore. This place is coming of age, baby. Hey, what?
Who you call loser, huh?
I'm not calling anybody loser. Who are you? Who are you?
Yeah, get off my property. This is my land.
Wait a second. It says here, it's not just for losers anymore.
I'm not the loser. You're the loser. You're on my land. Get out of here.
Excuse me.
Pig and squeal and get out of here.
Wait. I do a pretty good pig act, though. Wait, you want to see it?
Let me see it.
Okay. Squeal. We'll be right back.
Siberia goes through the motion. Hold on, hold on, hold on, river. Hold on to morning that comes into view. River running right on over my head. She sing? Who holds the ring and ring? You and my coming. Gold rainy king. Hold all the secrets from you. If they produce the movement. Even Siberia goes through the motion. Hold on and hold on.
Welcome back to CC Rock. I'm now backstage with the man, the drumming god, Alan White. How you doing, Alan?
Very good.
From Yes, man, yes, 33 years.
Hey, what a band.
What a band! What a career! I mean, you guys have been here, done it. I mean, and here you are back again with Rick back in the band. Rick Wakeman back in the band, and how does that happen? How did it happen?
You know, one of the most inspirational things for me is that the road crew who've been working with us for like 10 years are saying things like, it doesn't sound the same without him. When he's back, there's a chemistry there that kind of fits, and the band is really gelling on stage, and it's powerful, and it's out there. You know, we've been around for a while, but the band is playing as good as they ever has.
Well, I mean, tell me about the story about Rick getting back in the band. I mean, like I said, he's been kind of in and out for a while. I mean, Keith's Ascension was the last live performance I think he did with you guys, right? Back in Santa Barbara.
Yeah, 95, 96. Yes, but, you know, I've been talking to him recently after seeing him, after being in England, and he said, I wanted to be with the band the whole time, but I just went on my own journey kind of thing. So he wanted to be there the whole time. But he's playing phenomenal right now. Really, really good.
So you guys are enjoying yourself. You did your first show 2 nights ago in Seattle, 3-hour show. That's for, I mean, a band that's been out 33 years, a 3-hour show. How do you pull that off?
I lost 10 pounds that night, I think. No, I think the show is good. It's a good length. I think 3 hours is too much. We might have to kind of edit it a little bit, but we're giving it a lot of value for money out here. It's I'm just in there.
You're just in there, just chapping away on those cymbals, and like I said, it's.
I wouldn't call it tapping.
I said chapping. That was a slur. Now that you got this Yes Symphonic, it just came out a little while ago on DVD. It's the symphony, the show that actually we saw you last year with the full symphony, and you taped it in Amsterdam. How was that show?
Incredible. We played with a Polish orchestra that was incredible. They were great. They came with us on half of the tour, and then we had a Russian orchestra for the next half of the tour. And they were great players, just really, really nice people. Loved the band, and that's the whole thing. They were kind of like part of the band.
Magnification, which was your last CD you put out a little while ago, it's coming back again as DVD-A.
That's right.
Which to a lot of people, explain DVD-A, because to me, I understand it's kinda, but you've been a musician, you probably know a lot about it.
Well, you got to have the system to play it.
Is it expensive?
They're expensive systems, but it's you feel like you're part of the band, basically, when you're in amongst the audio and watching the screen. If you've got a big screen at home and stuff like that, it's beautiful. And you know, I'm really proud of that product.
Well, you know, here we are at 98 degrees out here in Konocti Harbor, the Clear Lake right behind us. And this is the place you've been before. You played it before, and you talked about some of these perks. I mean, like I said, the ski boat. I mean, is this a place you enjoy very much coming?
It's good coming here because you see people that are totally dedicated to the band, and it's good to see those people's faces and enjoying everything. And it's kind of what we do for the fans. And we sign autographs and all that kind of stuff, and then we're gone. We're out of here.
You have a new 5 CD set coming out.
Yep.
In a word. Tell me about this. I mean, this is like 55, 65. How many songs is this?
65 songs. It's really good, and
Of course, it's good. It's yes.
well, there's new stuff on there though that's really good, and they put a whole package together, and they're promoting it. That's really, really, really good. It's a great package, and I just saw the cover the other day, and it's excellent. Roger Dean's done a great job, and the whole thing is just like a real classic kind of thing that's coming out. And next year, I think they're bringing out live stuff.
Really?
With 3 CDs.
We lovers will marry our fortunes together. I've got some real estate here in my bag, so we bought a pack of cigarettes, a Mrs. Wagner's pies, and walked off to look for America. Kathy, I said, as we boarded a Greyhound in Pittsburgh. Michigan seems like a dream to me now. It took me 4 days to hitchhike from Saginaw. All come to look for America. All come to look for America. Laughing on the bus, playing games with the faces. She said the man in the gabardine suit was a spy. I said, be careful, his bow tie is really a camera. Kathy, I'm lost, I said. Oh, no, I knew she was sleeping. Yeah. See, I'm empty and aching, and I don't know
Well, we're back again here at Konocti Harbor Inn. We just took out Alan's boat for a little joyride. It's all right, Alan. We didn't hit an island. We got Chris here now. Chris Squire, amazing bass player for Yes.
Hi.
How are you doing? I mean, this is 33 years. We were talking about it before with Alan. 33 years. You've been there since the very first day. Tell me about the band. I mean, since 33 years. Thinking back, I mean, what hit your mind more than anything?
Okay, I've got the mic now. Hi, everyone. Yeah, 33 years ago, John and I started the band, and at the lineup at the beginning had also included Tony Kaye and Peter Banks and Bill Bruford, who was Yes's first drummer. And he stayed through Time of the Word, the Yes album, Fragile and Close to the Edge, and then Alan White came on board. But to backtrack a little bit, Peter Banks was around for the first two albums, Yes and Time of the Word. Then the Yes album, Steve Howe came along. And subsequently, Tony Kaye left after the Yes album, and Rick Wakeman became the keyboard player for Fragile and most, onward to the 70s.
We talk about the musical chairs there, and it's a lot of movement within a band in a sense. There's a lot of bands who these days, I mean, my God, there's some bands out there with just one original member, if that. Here you guys are doing it with a lot of the people from the very beginning. Maybe not the very first album, but most of the people, the core is here from the core of the glory years, you could say.
This is probably the best known band, yeah, the one with Steve Howe on guitar, Rick Wakeman on keyboards, Alan White and myself and John singing, yeah. But the 80s was an interesting time for us as well, when Trevor Rabin was the guitar player, and 90125 was our biggest album, actually. And so Yes has lived through a few incarnations of what Yes is, and I think because we've had the adaptability and the will to change, that's kind of been responsible for our survival.
Well, you talk about Trevor Rabin. I know he's doing a lot of movie stuff these days, soundtrack stuff.
Yeah, he does.
And he's amazing guitarist. I mean, I love Steve too. I think Steve, they both have their own little thing going on. But like I said, Trevor was a special part of the band back in the days of Talk and, like I said, 90125.
90125 Big Generator, and Talk.
Keep in contact?
Yeah, Trevor and I see each other, yeah. And he's working, he's Mr. Hollywood film music these days. He's earning a lot of money and having a good time.
Like I said, Hollywood, or Hollyweird, whatever they call it these days. That's a new Poison album. Speaking of albums, Rush just came out with a new album. I don't know if you've heard it yet.
I saw an ad for it. I think I may have heard a track on the radio, but I'm not sure.
Tell me about the longevity of the factor. A lot of these bands who have been around for a little while, they are doing amazingly good compared to a lot of these bands who come out and they're around for an album or two and they're gone.
Well, that's fate, I guess, or luck.
Talent?
Or talent, yeah. I mean, it's a slightly different process now for anyone new coming into this business. It's so much more sophisticated and so much more manufactured to a degree, and yet, I'm sure, I enjoy a lot of the new bands. I went to see a No Doubt concert recently. I thought they were fabulous. And I've seen Chili Peppers, they're fabulous live. So there's a lot of good bands around. But I think it's just a more crowded business nowadays, and it's just more, and therefore it's less likely that everyone can survive. It's just a lot more people out there doing it.
How did Rick actually get back in the band? I mean, he's here tonight. He just started the first part of the tour 2 nights ago in Seattle. You're on stage with him already. How did he get back in the band, and how was that first night?
Well, Rick has been, it's been talked about him rejoining for a while. There were a couple of things that, just scheduling, and he had plans of things he was doing, and we, last year, for instance, wanted to do that orchestral tour, and we didn't really think that was the right time for Rick's return, but we did that with the orchestra, and, this is the right timing, and it feels good.
It's always something fresh and new from Yes, and you guys have always made, I think, your fans, especially your fan base. How do you get such damn good fans? I mean, some bands have good fans, but you guys got great fans. Tell me about it.
Well, I mean, once again, I think we're really lucky to have that, and I think that I should be very grateful to them.
Gods are shining. The lake is blue.
Yeah.
And I think it's time to take Alan's boat out for a little joyride.
We're gonna do a song from Don't Mess With Me, Mike. In the presence of all that surrounds. Deeper than every ocean, deeper than every river, that's what your presence brings to me. Revealing the words I listen, seeing you in my silence, learning I'm with you constantly, as I was before. If we were flowers, we would worship the sun. So why not now? This high is shining brightly, brighter than before. As the door was opened wide, there inside was a diamond chair where I sat when I was young. I wrote down the words, only when the young at heart can enter the real world. This chance I'm waiting for you to see. If I had chances, I would spend them with you, to hold you close and let your love surround me deeper than before. And I know this love is real. Realize this is meant to be. You are listening to how I feel, so expectantly. From the ocean to the sky, from the river to the sea, we can hear love constantly. This is for you and me.
Well, I finally got away from Redneck Joe. I mean, all he left me with was this darn plastic bag. Can you believe this? Hey, no more poking fun at Konocti Resort, because this is a cool place to check out a concert. Definitely go up there, check out this great place, because they got a beautiful sound system, really cool place. But spend the night, because it's a long drive home. You don't want to be driving home like I did that night. Anyhow, you want to get in touch with me, Metal Matt, give me a call at 925-933-6264. Or check out my website, which is really cool. Got news, it's got all kinds of good stuff in there, which is www.ccrock.tv. Now I'm going to get out of here before Redneck Joe gets my trail again. I hear the hounds are coming.